what's up, bootstrappers? This is Ryan Nickel coming at you with another day in the life coaching tip. All right, so sorry, sucker, just cut your ass off. All right, so I'm heading to the courthouse right now. I'm gonna pull some probate leads. Pulled a bunch yesterday, man. I was amazed at how many actually were. I don't think everyone's died in the last month, as he laughs about that. Yeah, it's serious, right? But I think the area that I'm pulling leads for, they had huge fires this last year, and I think a lot of the homes that were destroyed, they were just living in these houses from like previous like parents or spouses or something like that, and they didn't have the rights to actually execute on any of those fire insurance claims. And so there's like a list of just this huge old list of probates for all that whole area. I've never seen it congregated in that general area before, but again, that was where all the fires were at, so that's my assumption. All right, so here I am pulling into the courthouse to pull some probate leads, and got two tips that I want to jump at you. So I can't tell you this, man. This happens to me as well, and I hear all the time from practically new investors, a lot of newbies. All right, and here's the thing that I think a lot of them forget, and I forgot it too when I was getting started because I was desperate. You know, I'm emotional about the deal. I got to get the deal done. I got to get the deal. I need the money. I need the money so bad. I got to have this happen. And what you forget is that you are getting all wrapped up in this other person's problem, and their problem is not your problem. Look, yeah, they may need you to buy their house, but you don't need to buy that house. You'll buy any other house, but you don't need to buy their house. And what happens is, this is particular for guys that suck at marketing. They don't have multiple leads, and so they have maybe 1 or 2 or 3 properties that they're holding on to. They're like, please sell me your house. Become desperate, and they miss out on all these opportunities because they're so focused right here that they can't see the deal that's on the side here because they're focused like right here. And so keep in mind this principle that, yes, you would like to buy their house, but you don't have to buy their house. They may need you to buy their house, but you don't have to. So always keep that in mind, because once you get wrapped up in that and you become emotional about a house, man, you're screwed. You're done. Because now you've missed opportunities. You're going to try everything you can to get that property, and you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make errors. There are going to be things that you're going to be blind to and you can't see, and it's going to cost you. There's no way around that. Talking about costing you. Okay, so you get what you pay for. I thought that I could be a cheap ass and I could use Zillow, driving around town, look at my little Zillow. You know, I got my Zillow pre-foreclosure app going on. I'm going to go knock on these doors. And I just had breakfast with a buddy of mine. And we're sitting down, and we're having breakfast. And he goes, hey, I just closed a deal this weekend. I'm like, really? Tell me about it. It's like, yeah, it's a 4.2, 2,000 square feet. It's in this neighborhood, has a pool. The guy was only behind 13 grand, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? Where's this at? And I'm like, I'm looking it up, and I'm pulling up Zillow, and guess what? It's not on Zillow. And I'm like, damn it. I'm only seeing a fraction, a sliver of what my market has. And I've heard some of you guys out there, like on the East Coast, like, hey man, Zillow's not working in my market and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, hey, sucks for you, because in California, man, Zillow's awesome. Well, yeah, bullshit. I'm sitting here trying to do this, and I just realized that I'm only seeing a fraction of what my market actually has. So you know what? I thought that I could get from a free service what others are paying for. So I ponied up the money. I now have Property Radar. Property Radar is a great resource. There are other ones out there. There's like Realty Track. I don't know that. I haven't used it, but I know people do use that. And there are a few others that are out there, like List Source and things like that, that'll give you access to, you know, real-time data of where these pre-foreclosures are at. But again, I was trying to be cheap, and I've been missing out on tons and tons and tons of inventory in my own backyard. And I'm like, okay, all right, time to pony up the money. I mean, it's only like $50 a month. I mean, come on. I mean, what is that? So anyway, those are the 2 things I got for you today is, 1, do not get emotional about a house. It's cool to buy it, but it's also cool to be cool-headed about it and not buy the house. Second one is, don't fall for that, the lie. And again, I was the one perpetuating it. I was telling you all, like, yeah, man, Zillow's awesome. I mean, it is. I've done plenty of deals. Do not get me wrong. I've done plenty of deals from Zillow and door knocking all by itself. And in fact, some of my best deals last year have come from me pulling up on Zillow, seeing that home was in pre-foreclosure, tracking down the owner, knocking on their door and getting the keys and getting the contract signed. So, but with that said, I'm now using Property Radar. I encourage you in your market, wherever you're at, to go ahead and pay the few bucks. It's going to pay itself in dividends to get access to that real-time data. I mean, if you can't afford it right now, learn how to go down to the county courthouse and just pull the property data. Just go down and type in, notice of default or whatever it is in your state, or even substitute a trustee. I mean, here's a key. So before it goes to notice of default, they have what's called a substitution of trustee. That substitution of trustee is kind of like tipping their hat, like, hey, we're getting ready to file this notice of default, so they have to sub that trustee out for a foreclosure meal, someone that does that handles the foreclosures. And so if you see that, it typically is like a lead time between 7 to 10 days. You could get a leg up on your competition, especially if you're in an extremely competitive market. If you're, and some counties allow you to just jump online, you type in, substitution of trustee, and it pulls it up. It might just give you the APN number. It might just give you the homeowner's name. I mean, whatever it is, but you can do some reverse searching that way, and you can find out what you need. And I mean, yeah, those are some great resources, but you got to pay. You either got to pay with time and effort, going down to the courthouse, the county office, doing what you need to do, or paying for a service. But that's my 2 things for you all today. I'm jumping to this courthouse, and then I got an appointment to go walk a new property. I've been tracking this guy down for, oh gosh, almost 6 months now. He's doesn't live in the area. He only comes here like every 4 months to check on his property. And today's the day. We're going to get this thing under contract. I'll see y'all later.